Hey friends, welcome back to Mustard Seed Homesteading. If you're new to my channel, my name is Megan and I'm very glad that you decided to stop by. What we're going to do is take a look at everything that I purchased from Azure Standard this month. So because it is so hot, I'm actually wearing a hat because I am just melting out here. But let's go quickly see what we got because I do have some ice cream that I got to get in the freezer. So let's get started. All right, friends, well, here's a quick overview of everything that I purchased. This was a very large haul that I did this time. So let's go ahead and talk about the ice creams because I have to get those into the freezer as soon as possible. So the very first ice cream that I want to talk about is the Strauss organic ice cream. Now, typically we purchase this ice cream almost every month. I want to say the last haul or two we did not, just because we weren't going through it as quickly. But all the family decided that they wanted to try the mint chocolate chip instead of what we usually get, which is cookie dough or vanilla, or I'm trying to think of the other one. Oh, like a fudge swirl that they like to get as well. But this time we bought a 6-pack of the mint chocolate chip ice cream. And then the next one we bought is the strawberry flavor. Now my hubby loves this, as well as the rest of the family. So we did stock up on the organic strawberry ice cream and we got a 6-pack of that as well. This next ice cream is actually a dairy-free ice cream. In fact, it is dairy-free and it is gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, as well as paleo. Now, I tend to do better on a paleo diet. Overall, my body just feels better. Do I always follow it? No, it's really hard to, especially when you're the one that is making all the meals for the family. But I saw this and I thought it was worth trying. So what I did was bought a little bit of everything just to try what they have. I want to say they have more, but these are the ones that I wanted to try first. So this one is the vanilla bean with the chocolate chip cookie. And then I bought the fresh mint chip, a Rishi chocolate, as well as a vanilla bean. And the ingredients are incredibly clean. So the ingredients for the mint chip is just coconut milk, maple syrup, mint, cocoa nibs, and ashwagandha. That sounds really good. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. There's some another dairy-free ice cream that I usually get, and for some reason I can't think of the brand. And while it's not bad, I feel like the aftertaste of the ice cream just kind of threw me off. So I'm hoping that this doesn't do that for me, because to find a dairy-free option is just, for me, it's really great to have that when I want to try to stay dairy-free and grain-free for a while. The next thing here are the frozen berries. So once in a great while, I will buy a 5-pound bag of their blueberries as well as a 5-pound bag of their strawberries. And I enjoy getting these. You could do so much with them. What I plan to do is freeze dry them and make them into a powder because I use them as a supplement. But you can see they are melting right now, so I need to go get them in the freezer. But I think that their berries are very good from Azure. I've never had any issues with their berries, which is why I continue to buy them. We also bought a bunch of different cheeses as well as some sour cream. So the first one we have is the Romano Organic 3 cheese dip. Last month we bought the, I want to say it was Queso Jack, I can't remember, but I was trying to get this one and they didn't, it was either sold out or they just didn't have it. So this month we got this for nachos, tacos. The other one was actually really good, a little spicy. So I'm hoping that this one will be a winner for everybody because it's not as spicy. And then of course we got our sour cream. So Nancy's probiotic sour cream is our favorite sour cream. I only bought 1 tub just because we're not going through this as much. So we got one of these. And then as far as the other sour cream, before I get to all the beautiful mozzarellas and feta cheese, is the dairy-free Forager. I think that's how you call it, or how it's pronounced, I should say. I bought a 3-pack of the dairy-free sour cream. Now sometimes I go in and out with this. It's a really good sour cream. Sometimes I just want a regular sour cream, so I go back and forth, you guys. I can't help it. It's hard to be completely dairy-free and grain-free, and then sometimes I will try to stay away from that and do a lot of dairy-free. But this time I did buy 3 of these because I haven't had this in a while. And just to kind of show you the ingredients for anyone else out there, or anyone who likes to eat dairy-free, I think the ingredients with these are really clean. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Hopefully you can see the ingredients. If not, you can always go online on Azure Standard and check, but for the most part, this is a really clean dairy-free sour cream, which is why this is my go-to when I want dairy-free sour cream. All right, I looked up the cheese that I got last time because it was bothering me. It is the pepper jack queso, and you guys, it really was good. A bit spicy, but it was delicious. If I had to get this again, I absolutely would. But like I said, I'm hoping the 3 cheese dip is a winner in the household. Now, I'm excited about these only because it is garden season. I've got tomatoes in the garden that are just blooming everywhere. And so I was just thinking basil, look at that. Picture perfect of what I'm trying to say. Basil tomato with mozzarella and some balsamic vinegar over that. So I bought a couple of different types of mozzarella. So I bought 2 of these fresh mozzarella. It's organic, GMO-free, certified mozzarella. So I got 2 of these because I wanted to make sure I had plenty. And then before we get over to the feta, I did get 2 other type of fresh mozzarella. I want to say this one is the smaller. They're both like a smaller mozzarella, if I remember. Sometimes, you guys, when I purchase this stuff and I put it in my cart, I tend to forget exactly what I bought, and then I say, I'm like, oh yeah, I put that in my cart. And this was a big order this time, so I did forget a couple things, but that's what I did. I bought 2 different cases of the organic fresh mozzarella in like the smaller mozzarella balls, and then I bought the 2 larger so I can slice larger slices of mozzarella. And the last 2 cheeses are feta cheese. So I bought 2 different types of organic feta cheese. One is more of a crumble, while the other one is a black, and that black one is the Mediterranean style feta, just to throw on salads or any meals that we make this summer. These next 2 that I bought is the milk as well as the hot dog. So every month I at least buy 1 6-pack of the A2 organic 4% whole milk. Sometimes we'll get 2 cases, but we only got 1 this month. And then I did buy another 8-pack of the organic hot dogs. We love these hot dogs. I wanted to make sure I was stocked up for the summer. Now, one of the ways we like to eat these hot dogs is with their organic canned chili beans. So in my past videos, I'm sure you've seen me buy the organic corn that they have, their canned corn. And what I like to do for a quick and easy meal, I'll take some chili beans and I'll add some corn. We'll slice up some of the hot dogs in there, and it's a quick and easy meal. Everyone really enjoys it, and I know that they're eating cleaner ingredients. And then this month I try to always buy at least 1 12-pack of canned goods, and I did buy 3 cases of their organic chili beans. All right, now that all of the cold stuff is put away, although I do need to still hurry because some stuff needs to get in the house, let's do the rest of the items that don't need to be in the freezer right away. Now, this jug back here is the organic maple syrup. We love their organic maple syrup. I want to say we almost buy this every month, and you guys, this is a food grade jug. I actually keep these jugs to use for gardening. I'll make a homemade fertilizer where I'll put the granules in there, add it with water, and let it sit for at least 48 hours or more to make a fertilizer. So this is one of our favorite things to buy from Azure. And then this beautiful organic watermelon is for us to just enjoy while we are growing watermelon back there in the garden. And you guys, we're actually growing 5 different varieties, and I'm seeing a lot of little buds. I'm super excited, but in the meantime, I am absolutely craving watermelon. So we bought a organic watermelon this month. And then the next thing I have here is, let's go over here and then I'll go to the bottom. So this is new for me, and thank you and shout out to my dear friend Nicole who shared this with me. I have seen this before but never bought it, and she said that this stuff tasted absolutely amazing. So we bought a organic garlic and extra virgin olive oil. Now, the difference with this garlic and why I think it's going to taste amazing is the, let's see here, it's organic extra virgin olive oil infused with full rich flavor of real organic California garlic. But the thing is, they roast this garlic, is my understanding, which gives it such a delicious flavor. You can see, look at all those little roasted bits. That just, oh my goodness, does that look delicious. So I'm like, okay, we got to try it. So I bought a jar of this, and then I was looking at their other stuff, and I'm like, well, why not? Let's try some other stuff. It's summertime, it's time to try and have fun. So I bought the Meyer lemon vinaigrette, and then I bought the toasted garlic infused extra virgin olive oil. You guys, this looks so amazing. And I'll tell you, if you see me buy this again, you'll know that it's really good, because I usually just stick with just regular olive oil. I don't really do a lot of infused type of oils, just because I'm a very simple person. But this looks really good, and I cannot wait to try this. So thank you, Nicole. I'm looking forward to trying this on some fun meals. Over here, I want to start with this filter. So I actually bought 3 of the same. I already have one at home, and the reason I bought this is, well, you can make cold brew coffee with it and you just stick it in your mason jar. But I've been using this, so that's what it looks like. I've been using this for my mint. So I freeze dry my mints that I grow on the top of my green stalks, and I will let it sit in there in the refrigerator and then take it out and add a little bit of lemon juice. You guys, it is absolutely so refreshing and delicious. So I'm like, you know what? I probably should have a few brewing in the refrigerator at a time. So I bought 3 of them, and in case I ever want to do a cold brew coffee, then I have at least 3 now, well, 4, because I have one in the fridge now, so that I can do a couple of different ones at the same time. This next one here is a pour over coffee filter. So they also, I was trying to buy one that actually you could put over a mason jar and grind your coffee by hand. And this one you could also put over a mason jar. The idea and the reason why I bought this is for the very reason that if we ever lose power or there's a storm and I can't make coffee with electricity or whatever the case may be, I wanted to have something that I can go to make a cup of coffee. And so I bought this, and then hopefully next month I will buy the one that you can grind your coffee beans right over the mason jar. I'm really excited to try this. And this next one is a book that I saw that really caught my attention. It's called The Grace-Filled Homestead: Lessons I've Learned About Faith, Family, and the Farm. And I just, like I said, it caught my attention, and I'm really looking forward to hearing her story about being on the homestead. And here's a quick look at the back of the book. I'm really looking forward to reading this. And right under the book is the organic ginger. Now, I am growing ginger, but I have been using it so much in juicing with carrots and green apples that I actually ran out. So I'm probably gonna have to grow more next year. So I went ahead and I bought a pound of ginger to stock up my refrigerator. Then right next to the ginger is cabbage. So I don't know, but I was in the mood for some cabbage. So I bought a about 3 pounds of cabbage. They're actually small heads, which I'm really happy that they are small heads and not really large. So I may be roasting this. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with these, but I just was in the mood for cabbage, so we got some cabbage this month. And this beautiful bag of flour is by far my favorite flour to work with. I do have wheat berries and a grinder, and I love using all of that, but sometimes it's nice just to have a already made organic flour. And so I always have at least a bag or 2 of this on hand, because we use this every day, whether it's for my sourdough or I'm making bread or pizza every week. So we did get another bag of the Central Milling Company all natural flour. Right next to the flour is their dish soap. We always buy their lavender dish soap, and I always get the 5-gallon. This time it came in a cardboard box, and then you just open that out and the spout comes out. It's actually very easy to use, very easy to use. And we needed some, so I went ahead and bought a 5-gallon box of dish soap. And I do want to add that I started using, excuse me, fly. I started using the dish soap for our hand soap. Instead of buying some, I will just fill our hand soap with this dish soap, and it's been working very well. All right, friends, I had to get a cup of ice water because it is really hot. I'm almost done, but it is really hot out here. Unfortunately, all of my refrigerator and my 2 freezers are in my garage. So for me to just bring everything upstairs just doesn't make any sense, but it is really hot. With that being said, let's talk about the chlorophyll that I purchased. So right here is my liquid chlorophyll. I stocked up on this because sometimes it's really hard to get. Even Azure's out of stock or Amazon is too expensive. And I'd rather give the business to Azure than Amazon anyways. So I stocked up on the chlorophyll. Now I use this as part of my supplement. It helps with any type of toxins or heavy metals in the system. It is a really great supplement to have. And I will say this is very green. So if you do purchase this, just be very careful not to get it on your towels or your clothes because it will almost dye your towel or your clothes, so be very careful with it. But I've been using this for quite a long time and I really like it. Friends, I wanted to quickly show you what the coffee filter looked like. First of all, it's really pretty. I love that it goes right over a mason jar and you can see that the filter's in here. I love that we don't need to have paper filters for this, that we can use it just as is, which is why I bought it. But I wanted to quickly show you because it's really pretty and I just wanted you to see how nice it looked. This next product I wanted to show you is the tallow butter. First of all, I love that it's in this little mason jar, which you know I'm definitely going to keep this after I use it. But I've been hearing wonderful things about tallow butter, so it made me want to get it and try it. Let me show you the ingredients in here because it is extremely clean. Let me get up here and I'll show you real quick. Here we go. So in there is the artisanal beef tallow, grass-fed and finished, life-grazed, grain-free, organic jojoba oil, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and arrowroot. And I'm just really excited to try this because, like I said, I've heard nothing but wonderful things about tallow butter, so I picked one up this week, or this month. And right next to the tallow butter are seeds. So I did purchase 2 different types of seeds. Another watermelon, it's a sweet Siberian. I may or may not plant this. I actually have to look again to see how long, because I do have a few more months left of growing season, so I have to check on that. But I wanted to try one of their seeds for watermelons. And then the carrots, I bought the St. Valerie carrot seed because I'm in the process of trying different varieties of carrots as well as watermelons, and these 2 caught my attention, so I bought both of them. This next one I'm actually very excited to try. I didn't even know there was such a thing as pear butter, you guys, but this right here looks absolutely delicious. Let's look at the ingredients. Let's see, hopefully I can zoom up. I'm going to try to read it for you if you can't see. Hopefully I can get that zoomed. It's really hard to tell when I'm outside in the sun if I'm getting all the lettering, but it's basically pear puree, honey, organic apple cider vinegar, pectin, water, and organic cinnamon with some calcium citrate, I'm probably saying that wrong. And that to me is pretty clean considering most jams and jellies that you buy in the grocery store. So I'm like, you know what, let's try it, and well, I bought it. So if you see me get this again, then you'll know that we really like the pear butter. Now, it could be too that it's seasonal, I'm not sure, but if I do get it again in the future, you'll know that I really liked it. And then these next 2 bags are actually pumps that you put over a wide mouth mason jar. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for yet, but I love the idea of having a pump right over a mason jar. So I bought 2 of these. And this next one gets me really excited. So I've never tried this before. It is cocoa dipped marshmallows, and the ingredients are cleaner than most. Let me zoom up. Now I try to get newer products from Azure just to try, and these are definitely one of them. So I'm really looking forward to trying these. And again, if you see me order it again, then you know that we really liked it. I'm also very excited about these 3 because these are made out of cassava. So these are a grain-free tortilla, and I bought one in each size, so 4-inch, 6-inch, as well as a 9-inch tortilla. And the ingredients with these, now I don't think I've seen this brand before. I'm used to Siete. but I don't think I've seen this brand before, and this is pretty much gluten-free, grain-free, vegan, and gum-free. And their ingredients is just organic cassava flour, water, organic coconut oil, and sea salt. That is super, super clean, and I'm really excited to try this product. And if it's good, then I will definitely buy these again. Now, I usually buy the Siete almond tortillas, and I'll usually get big batches of those at Costco, but I saw this and I'm like, you know what, let me try it. I love that they have different sizes too. That's really nice to have those different sizes, so we'll see how we like them. All right, here's the last little bit, you guys. This was a really large haul, but let's start over here to the right. So on top, I have bought these dissolvable food labels. Typically what I do is I'll just take a scratch piece of paper or notebook paper and write on it and put a piece of tape on something. But I love the idea that these are dissolvable, and I'm like, well, you know what, let me try, let me see how they work. You get, I want to say they're 2 inches, and I want to say there's about 200 or 250. I love that they're made in the United States, and I don't believe they were that expensive. I thought they were a pretty decent price considering what they do. So we'll see how that goes. And then this one over here, do you guys remember these lids? To me, this is old school. So I remember these when I was a kid and I saw them, and I'm just like, I guess I'm getting mason jar lid happy, because I bought other stuff in the past, which I love. And then I'm also buying some more different types of lids or using mason jars with different lids and pumps and all that. But I love the idea of having these type of lids, so I bought a pack of these. And here's what they look like. So just to give you a perspective on size, this is my thumb, so it's a pretty good size for a lid. I know it's kind of loud, but you can see that it just flips right open. I love it, you guys. I'm so excited I got this. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like outside of the package. Speaking of lids, you guys, this is the last one I bought. This is a silicone oil cruet lids. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And the reason I actually bought this was for the maple syrup. So I save glass bottles and jars from salad dressings and so forth from the past, and we currently have our maple syrup in one of them, but it drips a lot. And I've been trying to find something to use for maple syrup that won't be as messy, and I saw this and I'm like, you know what, not only do I want to get it because I love these new lids that go on mason jars, but I thought this would be perfect for the maple syrup, so I bought a pack of these as well. And here's the lid up close. I wanted to show it to you. You can see it is really well made. Let me try closing it so you can see. I feel like when I opened it, it felt very secure. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. All right, yes, so you can close it. This is really nice. I'm actually really looking forward to trying this, but I wanted to show you what it looks like up close. And then over here is the organic chocolate sauce. I just bought this for the ice cream for the kiddos and the hubby to enjoy. So it's just something fun to have for the summertime. When it comes to Azure supplements, I really do enjoy their supplements. I stocked up on their core copper. I usually always buy 3 bottles because you save when you purchase more. I buy their core copper as well as their magnesium. And then here's the back. But I really do, like I said, I love their supplements, and I was running low, so I bought 3 bottles of their core copper. This right here is their collagen peptide. So I also purchased from Thrive Market, and when I looked at this collagen, I saw that it was a little bit cheaper than Thrive, so I bought 1 bag to try, and if I like it, I will more than likely be buying this as opposed to the one from Thrive Market, just because I'm trying to save any penny I can when it comes to grocery shopping, because the prices of everything just keeps going up all the time. And then here's a look at the back of the bag. I love using collagen in my line of supplements. I think it is a wonderful product to have. This last one is their Camu powder, and this is actually something I purchased specifically for supplements. So I have a freeze dryer, and I love to freeze dry oranges to make an orange powder, and then I use that in our supplements as like a vitamin C. And when I was reading this, I noticed that it said that this is great for a vitamin C boost. So I'm like, you know what, let me try this, because if I don't have the time to preserve oranges, let's say say I'm doing a lot of freeze drying of other stuff, then I know that I can use this as a backup for a vitamin C boost in our shakes in the morning. So we went ahead and we bought a 2.5 pound of the camu powder. All right, friends, well, it is incredibly hot out here. I am just melting and it's hard to find a shaded spot to talk in front of the camera. And so I'm going to put everything in the house now and in the refrigerators, but I hope that this inspired you in some way. I know for me, I love to watch Azure hauls because not only does it help me to learn about new products, but it also gives me new ideas on either products I have been buying or products that I didn't even know that they sold. And so with that being said, if you are considering of purchasing or becoming a member of Azure, I do have an affiliate link below that you are more than welcome to use, but in no way feel obligated. I just want to share with you and say thank you if you do. So friends, thanks so much for stopping by, and I really look forward to seeing you guys next time. And always remember, friends, be encouraged, stay encouraged, and always stay inspired. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Now it's time to put the rest of the stuff away. You guys, it is so hot outside.